It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, presented by M&M Carnage. And now, here's Johnny.
And Tony.
And I got to
Oh,
hey.
John.
Hey, welcome to the show. Is it showtime?
Showtime.
Welcome to the show. I remember when Jim Coyle fell asleep on the air. Remember that, Scooter?
How could I forget?
Oh, great. The good old Jim Coyle.
During a Matt Painter interview.
Taped interview. So he's playing the interview, and all of a sudden he's snoring on the air. Oh, the good old days. Back in the old studio.
Miss those fruit flies.
Welcome. Show is called Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Carnage. As Scooter mentioned, I'm here. Tony Burke's here. Scooter Dingus is here. M&M Carnage Hotline's open on Thursday, November 20th. 384-1450, 502-384-1450. Gameday Men's Health text line open as well, 414-1450. Gameday Men's Health is redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMen'sHealth.com, defining a new era in men's health. And hit me up on the text line, 414-1450. Hello to everybody watching on the old YouTube. We had a world record 37 a few days ago.
Pretty big.
Jacked up about that. So thanks for watching. If you're listening on the podcast, we appreciate it as well. Or listening live in your car or mobile home or RV or whatever you're out on the road.
Or a bus coming down the road.
Absolutely. Just if you go by Taylorsville Road, if you just wave. We're in the window here over at Evangel. Just say hi.
Right past the Thorntons.
The game show Spreading the Nation, Guess the Spread, where Tony and Scooter, they go head-to-head, and it can get ugly. These two guys flat out don't like each other. Big game today, and Guess the Spread. This is kind of a tiebreaker. It seems like you guys win every other week.
No, I disagree. I think
knew
it
he
goes,
was going to disagree and say he's winning.
No, I think it goes 2 weeks. Like, so Tony will win for 2 weeks, then I'll win for 2 weeks.
Okay. All right.
So it's Tony's turn.
Why am I tired?
I don't know.
Notre Dame 86, Bellarmine 79 last night up in South Bend. It's not a really particularly long ride home, but there's nothing there.
Can't you sleep?
It's a whole lot of Indiana. And
Windmills.
I can't sleep on the bus.
Really?
I can't sleep on a plane.
Man, I put headphones on.
I do put headphones on. I put noise-canceling headphones on. Shut my eyes. At least try. I just can't. I just can't do it. I don't know what it is. It's
all those naps you take during the day.
I did not have a nap yesterday. In fact, I got some steps in. We walked around Notre Dame Stadium yesterday after the shoot-around in the early afternoon. And, you wake up the echoes, man. It is a cool place. It really is.
Have they named the baseball field after Middletown Mo yet?
No, it's still Frank Eck, I think.
Frank Eck.
Frank
that's what
Eck
it is.
Stadium. I looked over there. Didn't see the ghost of Rob Burke, but, he's still alive, so maybe not.
His name
I
was
did
on the
find
wall,
his
huh?
name on the wall in the Joyce Center there.
And that was not in the bathroom where he engraved it.
No, that was not self-done. It was done by the university where they have all lettermen from all sports in this place called Heritage Hall in the basketball arena. It is in the upper level, and you just walk in, and I took some pictures, displays of all the sports, and each letterman is engraved on this nice wooden wrap around the wall there by decade, alphabetically by decade, and went to the 90s to look for Burke, found it rather quickly.
You've been up there once. You went to a football game.
I went to a football game.
In Big Al the Fish?
With Big Al the Fish when Jeff Samardzija caught 2 touchdowns in the last 4 minutes to come from behind and beat UCLA. Brady Quinn was the quarterback. They beat UCLA that day. And then I went up to a couple baseball games when Mo was playing.
Yep.
And at one of the baseball games, we actually went into the basketball arena. It was dark. Nobody was practicing or anything, but just kind of looked around a little bit. Couldn't really do much.
Pretty cool place.
But during the shoot-around yesterday, I walked around the entire basketball arena looking at all the Heritage Hall stuff. It's really cool, really historic. Newt Rockne, the Four Horsemen, Wake Up the Echoes, all of that stuff. And then when the band plays the fight song, by the way, there was nobody there last night.
That's what you were saying. I was watching it.
There was a very big lack of a crowd last night. And I know it's football season. I know it's Bellarmine coming up. They're not playing an ACC game or a big Power 5 opponent. But I was a little surprised at the lack of people that showed up. Bellarmine brought a great crowd. Had some boosters fly up on the old private jet. Coach Scott Davenport was at his first Bellarmine game post his coaching tenure. He was all smiles after the game, so got to see Scotty. That was great. And they, the Knights accounted for themselves pretty well. They're 1-4, but 0-3 against Power 5 schools.
Yeah, that's what you got.
So
the comeback was exciting.
They're getting better. It was very exciting. Very exciting. Tyler Doyle got hurt, starter in the first 5 minutes with an elbow injury. He'll have an MRI today, so we'll see. Hopefully it's not too serious, and he'll be back soon.
Karasinski's played pretty well.
Karasinski's been good. I'm a Jack fan because he's just a goofy dude, and hell, he might be back next year. Who knows? But he scored 17 again. He's averaging about 20 a game. He's just taking strides forward from last year. He's a different kind of player, and more of a leader this year. But fun last night. Long trip up and back. Of course, we went up the night before, but coming back late. My wife texted me at 2:00. Are you home yet? And I said, nope, just getting in the car, almost to Bellarmine to get in the car and drive home. But
well, at least you're on that bus. You're not in a Bobcat.
And
or something like
that's
that.
correct. The Bobcat would be terrible. No power steering in that thing. Yeah, that would be awful. So we head to Charleston, South Carolina. I'm going to miss, fellas, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Next week.
What the heck?
Well, Thursday's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
But we fly out Sunday, and we fly back Wednesday early afternoon.
If I do this, they're going to have to raise my salary.
I agree. You know why I'm in your corner? I'm behind you on this.
I'm already working.
You know what they should take?
I'm already working on Bourbon and Beyond.
They should take some stuff out of Scooter's salary and give it to you.
I don't have a salary.
Oh,
so
I'm sorry.
Nothing to give.
All right, let's get to sports instead of the life and times of John Spears.
Well, that's okay.
Which is fun. We got football tonight. The Bills and the Texans. We'll talk about that.
Gross.
Why is that gross?
Why is that gross?
Davis Mills?
Houston's got one of the best defenses in the league.
They're a 500 team.
I think that game's going to be horrible. I just do.
I don't disagree, but give them a chance, man. Give them a chance.
I thought you was going to say I don't agree with that. I don't disagree.
It could be.
It could be good. Good college hoops last night. Arizona, UConn. Of course, I didn't get to see any of it. But Arizona beats UConn in stores. Dan Hurley not happy after the game. Says his team got punked. I love it when Dan Hurley loses.
Yeah, he always got
I just do. There are certain guys I love watching them lose, and he's one of them.
Not a good loser, is he?
A little leprechaun. And Alabama goes to Chicago to the United Center and beats Illinois 90-86. A couple of really good high-level games last night. I love this time of year when we get those high-level games.
Does it feel like we're getting more this year than years past?
Oh, yeah.
I think so. I think so. Now, you still got the stinkers in there that everybody has to play. You're doing small schools a favor by scheduling them and giving them some money to come,
get some wins
to come be a sacrificial lamb, and I get that. But, man, Arizona's schedule. Now, they should be number one in the country based on their schedule.
Mm-hmm. Well, what about Alabama?
Alabama, too.
Alabama's played at St. John's. They played Purdue, and they just played Alabama.
Alabama played Alabama?
Illinois.
Oh.
And they got Gonzaga.
I was very confused.
They've got Gonzaga next.
Well, I didn't say theirs wasn't good. Right?
No, I know. I just said theirs is. I think theirs is better.
All right, what am I missing here? Okay, I hit the wrong button. So Arizona, you say theirs is better. Okay, Arizona won they won against Florida. Now, where was that game? Was that neutral site?
Yeah, that was out in Vegas.
That was in Vegas. They beat number 3 Florida. They won at UCLA. Now they won at UConn. Yeah, you're right. Alabama's is tougher. Arizona's got Auburn.
They're both good.
They got Auburn coming up, and by the way, Arizona at Alabama. There you go. December 13th.
Oh, so
they're going to play each other. They're both playing tough schedules. What the hell? Let's play each other.
And you still haven't seen Koa Pete play, have you?
I've seen snippets of him, and I've heard that he is maybe the best player in the country.
Oh, he's awesome.
Him and Boozer need to play against each other. Don't they remind you of each other, Scoot?
A little bit, yeah. I can see that.
All right. Define the Boozers for me here, because I watched some of this game the other day. So Cameron's really good.
Yes.
What's the other kid's name?
Caden.
Caden. Yep.
Is he start?
No, but
Nope.
he comes right in.
Okay.
He played well the other night. He played real well.
Okay. We're going to get to Kentucky and Mark Pope and all of that nonsense, which, I'm not saying it's nonsense, but it's a little early here, folks.
It is. Come on. people.
But watching the Michigan State-Kentucky game on the bus and then watching the Kansas-Duke game, it looked like JV game, varsity game. That's what it looked like.
Well, Kentucky's part of it.
Kentucky's part. Michigan State played well. They shot well, no doubt about it. But, I think Kentucky is accountable for a lot of that.
Yeah.
83-66 was the final. Dare I say it wasn't that close. Kentucky's played two legitimate teams and gotten waxed by both of them. And then the post-game Mark Pope free fall. Now, I know you're having trouble in the locker room, whatever it is, and he doesn't want to talk about it, right, Tony? You're a coach. Some things you want to keep in the locker room, right?
Yeah, and the mistake, he said you bring something up.
The way you talk to Tom Leach has got to be better. Tom Leach, everybody loves Tom Leach. And when he says, what'd you tell your guys in the locker room, and you just say a lot of stuff, and that's it, and you wait 51 minutes before you come out of the locker room. They interviewed Kenny Brooks in the postgame because they could. Hey, let's get Kenny Brooks. His team just won. Let's get him on because we have no idea when Mark Pope's coming out. You know what you do? And Scotty Davenport did this last year in Wyoming. If you're so mad at your team that you're going to have a come-to-Jesus meeting with them in the locker room, you send another coach out to do the interview.
Well,
You send Pat Riley out to do the interview. That's what you do. It's a disrespect to Tom Leach, and that's not helping Mark Pope. And the answer, you could have said, well, I told him a lot of stuff in that locker room, and it's going to stay in the locker room. It's personal, it's private, and we don't want it getting out of the locker room. So I kept him in there a long time. I apologize for coming out here so late. But you don't just said a lot of things.
Well, I think he was so mad, and I
Got to be a pro.
I can take the other side of that too, and I'm not defending him, but when you're totally lost and totally pissed, he has obligations that he needs to take care of. He needs to do better.
I'm no Tom Leach, but I'm sensitive to that.
I know, but
As a play-by-play guy, waiting for the guy to get out of the locker room.
I agree with you, but I'm just saying there's some times when you're so upset that nothing you're going to say is going to work. And he should have came out. He should have done better. But
that's why you got people around you that tell you things like, now, this is not going to be easy.
right,
But you need to go out and be at least be congenial
I think
to Tom Lee.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yes
but
and no answers don't get it in the postgame interview. Especially with this fan base, Tony.
Yeah.
This fan base, I know it's rabid and overreactive
it's
in
so
a big way.
overreactive.
I get that. But they don't want to hear that. That makes it worse.
Yeah, I just turned social media off. I got tired. I got tired of everybody analyzing and everybody that the other night just that a week ago before the Louisville game, this is the greatest thing in the world, go win a national championship. Now everybody's like, he didn't know what he's doing. He can't coach.
Well,
the next two games won't matter. They can't. They've only played two good teams. It's the beginning of the year.
The extremes are extreme.
They're so extreme. I got tired. No,
but that's why fans are great at the same time.
I got tired of the writers, the people who cover Kentucky. You got to take it with a grain of salt, man. It's overreaction, just like you always talk about first few weeks of pro football,
NFL,
college. Just if you're a fan, I saw people say, I won't watch them anymore. I turned it off.
Those are liars. Those are just liars.
Man. Yeah, I mean, come on.
That's just overreactive.
Yeah.
What's your life like that's
right.
all it's about?
Well, and the one thing, and this was a great point brought to me yesterday at the gym. I was talking to a guy we both know, and we just got talking. He's a big Louisville fan. And I said, all these people are overreacting, and they're complaining about these people making millions of dollars, and they don't do this, and they don't do that. And he said, how can you complain when their coaches are walking away getting $40 million? It's the life and the world we live in. If you're an old guy, sounds like the people we used to work with, John, when they change things. I don't want to do this. We did it this way for years.
I got to
You got to
say,
get used to it, man.
sometimes I'm in that
Got to be open
in
minded.
that group.
Got to be open
I
minded.
hate to admit it, but sometimes, Scooter, you ever get that way about Indiana?
Not really. No.
You got to remember that
Sports are supposed to be fun.
you got to remember.
Thank you. I agree 100%.
Even when you're losing, it's still supposed to be fun.
That's exactly. You call it a fan. A fan is somebody, you don't turn on your team. And the other side of it is people out here who are doing that have kids the same age as these kids, and they can't get their kids to clean their rooms. They can't get them to show up on time. They can't do any of that crap. And that's the way I look at it.
All right.
And see, but I have a different thought process because I've been around coaches for years.
Let's go resume. All right, let's go NCAA resume. Now you got 2 losses. You don't have any good wins, and I know it's early, and you got 2 more games coming up here that don't matter. But you still have the opportunities that you have. Carolina at home on a 9:30 on a Tuesday. Okay, Gonzaga at home.
Both home games.
Indiana at home.
I think Gonzaga's in Nashville.
Yes, it is in Nashville.
That is.
It'll be a home game. Indiana at home. St. John's in Atlanta. That is all before conference play begins. So you got 4 marquee games here, and you got time to turn it around.
Yeah.
What I do wonder about is what is going on in that locker room. What do you think the problem is? Are these guys do they just have personalities that don't match right now?
Well, they're trying to figure that out. It's what they're trying to do because what he did say in his post-game interviews is it can't be about individuals. It's got to be about the whole team and the whole.
Did they take some bad shots the other night?
Oh, a ton of them. Well, what happened was
Big Al the Fish chimed in. I know that.
Well,
we were on that thread.
what Michigan State did. They just physically out-toughed them, mentally and physically.
Yeah.
And they didn't react. And I've been there when teams, you feel like you're as good or better. And then what happens is when you're getting out-toughed is you start individually trying to do things yourself, and it makes it worse. And that's what Tucky's shot selection, Jay Billis talked about the whole time, was terrible. I mean, they were just jacking them up trying to make threes instead of working to get threes. But give Michigan credit. And here's what Izzo said after the game. Izzo said, that is a really good team over here that had a really bad night.
And we've seen that. It happens to everybody. As good as Alabama's been, the loss they had at home where they were tied at 80 and lost 87-80. Who did they
Purdue,
lose?
wasn't it?
Purdue. It was a bad 4 minutes, and they lost the game. Kentucky had a bad 40 minutes, and they lost the game.
Well, no, I'm going to give them about 30.
The first
30. They
first
played
3 minutes was good?
Yeah.
Colin Chandler was good in the first
I'd say the first 8 minutes they played well. From then on, it was terrible.
Jalen Lowe, status.
I don't know. They need him.
Is he ever going to be back?
Yeah, you've got to remember Lamont Butler last year had almost the same
he played
thing.
through it, man.
And
he was tough.
I think they will,
What about
eventually.
acquaintance? Is there a time
No,
frame that they'll – and that's another thing.
They're not bringing him back quick.
That's another thing. People are frustrated because they're not getting – they want a date, which is not fair.
You can't do that on
Which
an
is
ACL.
not fair.
You know that.
But they want a date. They want to say, hey, when's he going to practice? When's he going to
He's been working. He just hadn't been going 5-on-5.
– when's he going to go 5-on-5?
Yeah.
That's what people want to know.
It's probably 2 of their best 3 players.
No, I agree 100%. And Oway's got to go back to being Oway.
Yeah,
Right?
he doesn't look very
Confident?
I'd just say into it.
Engaged.
Yeah, there's something I don't know,
Yeah.
and it could be him that's the problem. I have no idea, but
Yeah,
boy,
you never know.
Brandon Garrison has given him nothing.
He's
If you'd have told me
they played
that,
2 big games, and he's been a no-show in both games.
if you tell me Malachi Moreno from watching him last year would have been giving him big minutes and playing well, I said no way. But he has.
He's better than Garrison right now.
He has been
for
much
sure.
better.
All right, and we're up against a break. I'm way late here, Scooter. I apologize.
Way late.
I apologize to you and the YouTube people that have to go to the bathroom. I apologize to all of those people. We'll take a break. Come back with more. Cats will play Loyola of Maryland on Friday. No preview for that. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big guy. Welcome back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Carnage. A very tired John, Tony, and Scooter.
Does that mean you're even more grumpy than normal?
I don't think he's been grumpy.
I don't see as that's possible, really.
Actually, Scoot, he seems a little more
Peppy
than he normally does.
I'm just trying to stay awake, dudes. Trying to stay awake. All right, text line open, 414-1450, sponsored by Game Day Men's Health. And he texts to the program.
Patrick Murphy texted in. He says he agrees coaches take a long time in their locker rooms, especially after losses.
Yeah.
The longest I have waited is around an hour or so.
Oh, it's just too long.
It is.
And these kids, for the other part of this is these kids, they know. They know where they screwed up. You can tell them in 5 minutes what they've done poorly, what they need to improve on, and how I'm going to get you to improve on it. But
do you save that for practice, though, like film study and
yes,
all that?
but this feels like it was one of those big moments in the season where he said, I've got to talk to these guys right now, and we got to get this stuff straightened out right now.
And they've got to do
and I
it.
get that.
And putting it on them,
Man, I tell you what, last year, and this year so far too, Coach Davenport, you pick your Coach Davenport, pick either one. They're in that locker room a long time after the game. And I'm giving ASUN scores, then I'll give top 25 scores, then I might give other interesting scores.
You go through the stats at least
then
twice.
Then I tell Zach or Tanner or whoever's back in the studio, just keep playing commercials till I tell you to come back. And we might go 8 minutes of commercials.
And, John, you hit the nail on the head.
It's hard.
The players stop listening at a point, too.
Yeah, they do. They're you've been in that locker room. They're
Human
taking
man.
the tape off of their ankles while the coach is reaming them. They're taking their socks off. Jersey's coming off. When can I get in the shower? I got to go to the bathroom.
Get the hell out of here.
Is there food on the bus? I know there's pizza on the bus. Can we get this over with?
I was taught something years ago when my son was playing sports and I was coaching. The guy told me, he said, don't talk about them. Don't talk about the game right after the game. Wait a day to when they change their
and they'll
thought
actually be
processes
listening to
and
you.
they'll listen. Yes, exactly. So coaches out there, sometimes that long talk just gets blocked at a certain point.
Is this true? They don't want to hear about what they just did wrong in the last 2 hours right after the game. Yeah. They'll much more listen to it in a film session the next day.
Yeah, or just
fair?
before practice, just a talk. But sometimes as a coach, you get so upset and so worked up, you don't even realize how long you're going.
Big one tonight, Bloomington, Big Ten Network.
There it is.
Lindenwood, give me the
Bob Lindenwood?
nickname for the Lindenwood team.
Lancers.
I have no idea. Is that true?
I'm just guessing.
Panthers.
The Panthers?
I don't know.
Well, you going to look it up?
I'm going to look
I
it
thought
up.
that's your job.
That's my job.
They are 2-3, by the way.
They're the
6
Lions.
o'clock, the Lindenwood Lions.
That makes
Lancers
sense.
was close.
Yeah.
6 o'clock tonight, Big Ten Network. The 4-0 Hoosiers are 34.5.
I'll be locked in on that one.
What time? 6?
6 o'clock.
Hell yeah. Love that.
You're jacked up now.
Did you hear that spread?
34.5.
Whoa.
I was talking about that game this morning on my show, and I was like, all right, listeners, I'm going to give you a play for today. I was like, tease Indiana up to over 99.5 team total. I go look at it. It's already at 97.5.
160,
Not much of a tease.
160.5. I never do this, Scoots. I'm betting the under tonight.
I mean, if they like Indiana over 97.5 team total,
But
the under's going to hit.
I don't think Lindenwood could score.
You know what else is on at 6 o'clock?
I don't know, but the Country Music Awards I taped last night, were they any good?
Zach Top,
I
baby.
taped it.
What's on at 6 o'clock?
Purdue and Memphis, the Baja
Good game, by the way.
Yeah. 6 o'clock on CBS Sportsline.
Penny Hardaway and
Dude, you can have them both on.
No thanks. I tell you what I did enjoy the other night, though. Kentucky women whooping that Purdue ass.
Oh, they did.
That was fun.
Louisville will be at Cincinnati on Friday as well. 6:30 game on ESPNU. The Cards travel up to take on the Bearcat, or the Scarecats, if you will.
All right, I need y'all's opinion on a game tonight. Does USC have to play Troy?
Because Troy, yeah. I get that.
10 o'clock game tonight on the Big Ten.
I like that. The men of Troy versus Troy.
I don't get historical references very often.
The men
I
of
like
Troy
that.
versus the
saw
Troy
that.
men.
I saw that this morning, and I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. The Troy's playing USC.
That is good, Tony Burke. I tell you
It's
what.
good.
I tell you, he doesn't say much, but when he does,
I say too much.
who said that? He doesn't say much, but when he does, it's usually important. All right, it's time for the game show that's spreading the nation. Oh, we got music today.
We should have the the old, the NFL
Dun,
films.
dun, 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 dun.
All right, I'll get that pulled up for next week.
NFL, guess the spread. Tony won last week, so he'll get to go first this week.
You know, John, it doesn't matter who wins. Tony always gets to go first. So
Scoot, go first because you're younger.
God, you are soft.
it's always Tony going first.
Do we know tonight's spread?
Yes.
Did we cheat? Okay, Buffalo at Houston. The Bills are 7-3, coming off a big win last week. Their offense has struggled, except when Josh Allen
Scored 6 touchdowns.
has 6 touchdowns. He's
Yeah.
responsible for. Houston's got a good defense, 5-5. Buffalo is 5.5 tonight on the road. Amazon Prime. I'm leaning toward taking the points here.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards the Bills.
Buffalo played so good last week.
they're at
NFL is they're at Houston.
Oh, I thought you said they were at home.
No, it's in Houston.
Yeah, that changed
All right,
my opinion.
Tony, we'll let you go first here. Jets at Baltimore. By the way, Scooter, will Jets be the pick in the Tony and Big House?
Probably so.
Jets at Baltimore. The New York Jetropolitans are 2-8. Ravens 5-5. Lamar questionable
Oh, does that affect the spread, you
with
think?
an ankle. Right now, the spread says he's going to play.
12.5.
Scooter,
9.5.
13.5. Point Tony. Well done, Tony. Well, good question. Does that affect
Well,
the spread?
when you brought up
I like
Lamar,
that.
that was going to change the spread. I guarantee that.
Your Pittsburgh Steelers at Chicago, Scooter, 6-4
Big game.
Steelers, 7-3 Bears. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to play with that wrist. He actually came out yesterday and said, well, whether or not I play is a safety issue. It's a precaution if I don't play. I feel like he's going to play.
We know he owns the Bears.
Well, we know he used to own the Bears. Bears have won 7 straight. Scooter?
Bears are 2.5. No, 3.5.
Okay.
I'm going to say the Steelers are 1.5.
Man, I wish you went with Scooter's 2.5 because it is 2.5. And he changed it. He gets 1 point instead of 2. You dummy.
Dang it.
All right, Tony. New England and Cincinnati. Is Joe Burrow going to play this week?
Practice all week, but
He was not supposed to be back till at earliest mid-December.
Let me
with
ask you
COVID.
this. Does the spread show that Joe Burrow's going to play this week?
It's Tony's turn, so you don't get to ask that question. New England's
Jamar
9-2.
Chase is not playing,
Jamar
right?
Chase is out because he likes to spit.
Hawk to it.
What's the spread?
where are they at?
In Cincinnati.
In Cincinnati, New England's 2.5.
Scooter.
No, New England's 4.5.
7.
Wow.
Patriots are 7.
Didn't go high enough.
They don't think Burrow's playing. And
I
Chase,
guess.
And Chase is not playing. That
Chase
makes
is
sense.
big. That's big. Giants at Detroit. The Giants are 2-9. Jackson Dart he practiced minimally yesterday. He's not going to play this weekend. At Detroit, looking for a bounce back are the Lions after that terrible game they played against Philly last week. Scooter. New Giants at Detroit.
6.5.
8.5.
10.5. No points. Tony, your Vikings are in Green Bay. They need a win desperately. They're 4-6.
They
The
do,
Packers are 6-3-1. That is our local Fox 41 game on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Packers are 3.5.
2.5.
6.5.
Whoa.
J.J. McCarthy's been
He's
not good lately.
I like the points
Not
there.
good.
Indianapolis at Kansas City. Well, we know the Colts are favored. Oh, wait a minute. It's at Kansas City. The Colts are 8-2 coming off a bye. Chiefs 5-5 coming off that loss to Denver. That is our CBS Channel 32 NFL game at 1 o'clock this week. Scooter, Colts at Chiefs.
Why'd you make that statement about them being favored?
Because that's a joke.
Well, now that I don't know what to do.
Ain't that hard.
Chiefs are 1.5.
Chiefs are 3.5.
Tony gets 2 points.
That's bogus. He cheated.
Chiefs are 3.5. He cheated. Seattle at Tennessee.
That's a big game.
My Titans are 1-9. They're hanging on by a thread. Well, actually, they're not even hanging on.
Yeah.
Seattle 7-3 after the loss to the Rams, but on the road here. Seattle at Tennessee, Tony.
7.5.
Scooter?
10.5.
13.5.
I almost said that.
Nobody believes in my Tennessee Titans.
I just
and
thought
I
since
can't
they were
say
at
as I
home,
blame
man.
them. 4:05 games. Jacksonville at Arizona. That's just a bad game. But Jacksonville is 6-4. They're still in the hunt in the AFC South. Arizona 3-7 now. Scooter?
Jacksonville 3.5.
Tony.
2.5.
It is 3. We got to
Stop
push
it.
here.
We got to stop getting so greedy.
I was
Tony.
going 2.5 anyway.
Cleveland is 2-8. The Raiders are 2-8 in Vegas.
There's a game.
I have bad news for you. No local TV for this game.
Browns home game. There will be a lot of Browns fans.
In Vegas.
In Vegas.
Yes. The dog pound moving to Vegas.
Even
right?
with 2 wins, they've already bought their tickets and their trips.
All right, who you got at Vegas?
Browns.
By the way, Shadur Sanders' first start this week.
That just changed my opinion.
Their 42nd starting quarterback since 1999.
He was so bad when he got in there.
42nd.
And I don't want to get on him because he doesn't get the reps as the number 2 quarterback. This week, he's getting all the reps. We'll see if he improves.
This should be a pick 'em, but I'm going to go 1.5 Browns.
Browns favor.
Yeah.
I'll take 1.5 Raiders.
It's 4. Raiders are 4.
Really?
I was going that way, but I just could not.
Tony leads 3-1 here, Scooter. You got to go. I'm giving
points.
you first shot here.
This is low scoring this week.
4:25, Fox 41 game. Philadelphia, Dallas. Eagles are 8-2. Cowboys 4-5-1. They looked good last week, but that was against the Raiders. What do you got, Scoot? Philly at Dallas.
At Dallas, Philly is 3.5.
Mine's was 2.5, so I'm staying with it.
3. Another push. You guys are good right now, just not getting points. The other 4:25 game, Atlanta at New Orleans. Penix is getting operated on with the
That's an
ACL.
exciting game.
He's out for the year, so Kirk Cousins will be the Falcons' quarterback for the rest of the season. They're 3-7. The Saints are 2-8. It's in New Orleans. Tony?
Goodness. Atlanta's 2.5.
Scoots.
3.
New Orleans is 1.5.
What?
Wow.
Michael Penix not walking through that door.
Kirk Cousins
I'll take Kirk
really
Cousins
good.
over
Yeah.
Tyler Shuck.
8:20 Sunday Night Football. This is a good one. Tampa Bay's lost 3 games in a row.
They only gave up 44.
They're 6-4. The Rams are 8-2, and at home, NBC Sunday Night Football. I think it's your turn, Tony.
Rams are 3.5.
Scooter,
3.
6.5.
Dang it.
All right, Scooter, you got to hit this one on the nose. You'll get first opportunity. Monday Night Football. Carolina at San Francisco. Panthers are 6-5, surprisingly. The Niners, Purdy's back. They're 7-4. ESPN.
Niners are for the walk-off tie. 7.5.
He hit it.
No.
Oh.
7. Tony hits it on the nose. When you said a half, I almost cried.
Damn.
Tony wins 5-1. You got one right. Now, you guys were all over it.
My defense was very well.
Yeah, you played
I
good
played good
D.
You tied on a couple of them, so, the score does not indicate how good and I'm trying to sell this to the YouTube people, how good this competition is.
It's crazy.
The final score doesn't really reflect it. All right. So Burrow might play against New England. Look, if you're the Bengals, do you play him?
No.
You're 3-7,
No
right?
Yep.
You're not going to the playoffs. He doesn't have Jamar Chase to throw the ball up to right now, at least this week. You're not going. You're going nowhere. If 4-6,
If they were 4-6, I would have played him.
because you're only 2 back in the division.
Exactly.
But you're 3 back in the division here, and you're 2 back of the Ravens, 3 back of the Steelers. You're not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere.
The only thing that can happen is bad.
Yeah.
That anybody will pay any attention to.
And you're going to have the ball all the time because the other team scores so
He
fast.
can throw 4 touchdowns. That's a good point. He can throw 4 touchdowns, and they can win, and nobody's going to care.
Yeah.
Because they're still not going to get to the playoffs.
I agree.
Lamar's got an ankle.
He's got 2 of them.
One of them's not good. And John Harbaugh, I give him credit. He told the media yesterday, look, I know you guys. If I was in your spot, I'd be asking, but I can't tell you anything. I don't know anything. I've got the same information you've got. He didn't practice today. His ankle's bothering him. Some guys don't practice because they can't play. some guys don't practice because they don't want to get hurt before the game, and some guys don't practice because they can't practice, but they want to be game ready. I don't know which of those three things is the case here. So we'll see if Lamar plays. And I mentioned Shadur Sanders, 4 of 16 last week, Tony, in relief with an interception. I think he was sacked 3 times as well. I will give him a little bit of a break because he didn't run the first team reps all week. Dylan Gabriel did. But it's his team now. When you trade Joe Flacco to the division rival, then Shadur Sanders is your backup quarterback. And now he's a starter.
At least you're starting against the Raiders.
At least you're starting against
You got to look for one guy. He's got a bunch of tattoos on him.
And he's really good.
He's real good.
But he's got absolutely no help at all.
2 of the best defensive players in the league playing for 2 teams that have won 4 games
Great
total.
point. Miles Garrett for the Browns and
Max Crosby.
And Big Max double X Crosby. All right, we'll take a break, come back. Birthdays coming up. We'll check on the college football playoff as the rankings came out again on Tuesday. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big X. Welcome back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Carnage. John, Tony, Scooter. Final segment, thank God, on this Thursday.
You going to get a nap today, Johnny?
I am going to get a big old rain-induced nap. Is it raining out there?
I don't think so.
Well, I'll put on the rain machine at the house. The white noise. Yes. First, I got to go interview the St. X coach for the game tomorrow night. By the way, St. X and Mail right here on the Big X tomorrow night. 7 o'clock kick, 6:35 pregame. Roman will be in the studio with us. Tony and I will be on site for the 6A quarterfinal between St. X and Mail. Mail with the upset over Manual last week. Tigers beat the Bulldogs 38-7, I think was the final score in the regular season.
But they also lost big to Manual.
They did. It don't matter. It's one and done, baby, right?
Everybody's got the same record, don't they?
There ain't no 2 out of 3s here. It's one and done. So tomorrow night, that'll be our game. You don't have a game tomorrow, right, Scooter?
I do, actually.
I'll
be
have
on
a
the call
game
for Newport and Kentucky Country Day.
Really?
On Glycon. Yeah.
Well, there you go. KCD's undefeated. Well, no, I act like I didn't remember.
Okay.
Come on. This is
I forgot, John.
This is entertainment, Tony. This is entertainment purposes. All right, college football playoff, Scooter. I noticed a tweet of yours this week.
Oh, boy.
When the playoff came out. Alabama's now 10th. Oregon is 7th.
Yeah, that's
and Indiana's number 2.
Oh, yeah.
If it ends that way, and it probably won't.
It probably won't.
Scooter said, I don't want any part of Indiana or Oregon. Come on, man.
There's 3 teams that I want to avoid.
You're Kurt Signetti's 10-0 IU Hoosiers. Come on.
There's 3 teams that I want to avoid in that first game. Alabama, Oregon, and Texas Tech. Anybody else, I'm cool.
You know what a confident person would say?
Bring anybody on.
11 other teams got a bad draw.
Yep.
Have I deserved to have that type of confidence yet?
Yeah, this year, yes. Yeah. Yes, you did.
You've had it.
You won at Oregon. Why are you scared of Oregon?
He doesn't like that coming back game.
I don't. Hard to beat a team twice.
Hard to beat a team twice. A good team.
Well, when you're the 2 seed, nothing matters.
Are you okay with the playoff? Are you okay? The big argument here is
ACC.
Why is Notre Dame 9th and Miami's 10th, and Miami beat Notre Dame in the first game of the season?
Why is Miami even in there?
How are you playing that? Well, Miami's 13th, but they're in there because they're projected to be the ACC champion.
They still have 2 losses, and they might not even be in the game.
Notre Dame's got 2 losses, and they beat them.
I know, but they don't have to play a conference championship game.
I know, but they beat Notre Dame straight up. The argument, and Kirk Herbstreit brought this up, look, this is 2 months later. We're 2 months later, and Notre Dame, obviously, eye test, is better than Miami right now.
Who did Notre Dame lose to the other game?
Well, they lost to A&M by 1. It wasn't Notre Dame, so it's a home loss. But that's actually a good loss when Texas A&M's 10-0.
Yeah.
It turns out into a good loss. And Miami lost to a Louisville team that's not helping their resume anymore. In Miami, by the way. Who else did they lose to? They've got 2 losses.
Somebody earlier was good, wasn't it?
But anyway, that's the argument. And the other one, we all thought, for whatever reason, that James Madison was going to be the Group of 5 team. Did we not talk about that last week?
We did.
And now, all of a sudden, it's Tulane
the
at
Green
the
Wave?
24 spot with John Sumrall getting his team ready for the playoff. Tulane, by the way, has a road game at Temple this week.
Go Owls.
The spread is 8. So that's telling me, system game. Bill Cosby's Temple Owls are the system game.
Ruh-roh.
Early preview to the 6-pack?
SMU beat Miami.
No, for the record.
SMU beat Miami.
So you lose to SMU and Louisville, and Notre Dame's lost to Miami and Texas A&M.
There's your...
The problem for Notre Dame is their schedule.
Yeah.
They beat USC handily. That's a nice win. They got Syracuse on Senior Day on Saturday this week in South Bend. That's not good. Who do they finish with? You got Notre Dame's schedule?
Somebody that stinks.
Somebody that stinks.
Stanford or somebody.
They do have Stanford. Yeah,
Syracuse and Stanford are their next 2 games.
Woof.
They got to go to Stanford, John. They got to go all the way across the country.
That's a good point. It's not a great point, but it's a good point. And they, I don't know. They got no championship game to play to bolster their resume.
Which actually helps you a lot of times.
Which probably helps them. Yeah, it probably helps them. Yeah, And look, let's keep in mind, this is a TV show, right? Notre Dame's going to be in.
Yeah.
It's a TV show. If it comes down to Notre Dame and Miami.
What's your favorite color, Johnny?
Green. And ESPN's favorite color is green also. So Notre Dame's getting in. Barring a loss to Stanford or Syracuse, they're getting in. What do you think spread on the Syracuse-Notre Dame game is in South Bend this weekend?
28.5.
Try again.
30.5.
35.5.
Only missed it by a touchdown.
By the way, if you look at the top 10 teams in the country this week, here's the spreads. 31.5, 54.5, 43.5, 35.5, 50.5. Those are some of the top 10 teams right there. Now, Texas A&M's playing Samford. Samford's 1-10. Georgia's playing Charlotte. Charlotte's 1-9. Alabama's playing Eastern Illinois. Eastern Illinois is 3-8. It's SEC bye week is what it is.
I got an interesting thing here. ACC, I was looking, there's 4 teams with 1 loss, but Georgia Tech plays Pitt.
And then they play Georgia.
And but I'm saying in conference.
In conference, yeah.
So one of them's going to have 2 losses, so then that leaves Virginia and SMU. And who does Louisville play this week?
SMU.
Yes, they could throw a wrench in
SMU's 2.5 point
They could
favorite.
help Miami out.
But Louisville hasn't lost a road game this year yet.
They have not, that's right.
Scooter, our tiebreaker, if you had hit that last one, was going to be Pitt and Georgia Tech. What would you have said the spread was at Georgia Tech?
Georgia Tech,
That's it, Pitt.
4.5.
No, it's at Georgia Tech.
It is, okay.
Tony said 2.5, and he was on the nose, so you would have lost the tiebreaker anyway.
Bummer.
Yeah, it is at Georgia.
All right, let's do birthdays. Get out the scooter meter early here. Sean Young is 66 today.
This ought to be interesting.
You know Sean Young,
I know
Tony.
Sean.
Our first thing I ever saw him was,
No Way Out?
well, No Way Out was great, but the first thing I saw her in was the Bill Murray movie,
Oh, the Stripes.
Stripes.
The Enchilada style?
Well, that was
no.
P.J. Souls, but she
Okay.
was the other girl.
3, but I have to go way back.
She was great in No Way Out. Very sexy. She was in Blade Runner, too. Louisville native, by the way. 66 today, Sean Young.
See that old?
Yeah, I know.
I guess if you're in Stripes, you'd be
Well,
that old,
we're
maybe.
old.
Yep.
Richard Dawson.
Kiss more women.
Kiss more women than anybody on the planet. Back when he was the host of the Family Feud, you kissed on the mouth every woman. He was born on this date in 1932. He was also in
Hogan's Heroes loved him in there.
Yeah. Joel McHale is 54 today. Community was the TV show. He's in this animal thing TV show now.
God, I hated him and Ted.
He was in Ted. He was in
Hated
Blended
him.
with Adam Sandler. Yeah, good actor. Funny guy. 54 today. All right, Scooter Meter. She is 69 today.
Hey-o.
Tony, did you have the poster on your wall?
Farrah Fawcett?
No, Bo Derek.
Oh, I didn't have the poster, but I had other stuff.
Bo Derek, you had a magazine or two? Bo Derek is 69 today. She was in the movie 10 with Dudley Moore, where she got real famous, but she was a big-time model before that.
Yeah, I mean, we go way back 4.5. Easy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
easy.
She was, yeah.
She
in
was-
her day, she was
She was a standard that you
4.8, 4.9.
you measured all the other women you knew by the Bo Derek standard, and they did not match up. Veronica Hamill. Remember that name, Tony?
Hold on a second. Let me go back to Bo Derek.
Okay.
What movie was she in that she with Rob Lowe?
Oh,
They were bad people.
I don't remember. I have to look that one up.
All right, I will.
Veronica Hamill is 82. She was in Hill Street Blues back in the day, Scooter.
God, 4.5.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
She was one of the wives of one of the policemen in Hill Street Blues, and she was one of the stars of the show, no doubt about it. Joe Biden is 83 today.
Do you think he knows that?
I don't know. It's just too soon. It's just too soon for that. Robert F. Kennedy would have been 100. He was assassinated back in 68, but born in 1925. RFK would have been 100 today. Joe Walsh of the Eagles, Tony.
I love Joe
How old
Walsh.
do you think Joe Walsh is?
He's on The Voice. 69.
Try again, 78.
Wow.
Joe Walsh.
He looks good now compared to back in the day.
Yep. Country singer Dierks Bentley. I'm drunk on a plane. It's 50 today.
Wow.
You
Wouldn't
know-
have guessed that.
You know any Dierks Bentley songs? I love Dierks
Oh,
Bentley.
I love Dirk.
He's fitting.
Good directions.
Sports-wise, Grady Dick is 22. Is he a Raptor? former
I
Kansas
saw him
Jayhawk.
playing for somebody.
Grady Dick is a Raptor.
Yes, Grady Dick, 22 today. The boozer, Carlos, who's the most famous dad in college basketball right now.
You can see him every Duke game.
He was there the other night. They actually showed him during the Kentucky game,
I know,
which I
they
went,
did.
what are you doing? Come on, they're not even playing yet. Carlos is 44 today. Dean Wade, Cleveland Cavaliers sharpshooter, is 29 today.
Kansas State.
Tony, one of our favorites, 81 years young today, former Kentucky Colonel Louis Dampier.
Oh, I love Louis.
Played softball against Louis Dampier.
Played softball with my dad.
Yeah.
Friday nights at Turner's.
Louis is 81 today. One of the best ABA shooters there
My
was.
dad said,
period.
Great dude.
Yeah, I've met him a couple times. Tarek Skubal, who's a free agent, going to make a lot of money here
Like
shortly.
to be his agent, huh?
He's 29 today. Rick Monday saved the American flag in Wrigley Field that day when they were trying to burn it on the
Good
field.
player.
Is 80 today. J.D. Drew is 50. Zach Martin, former Cowboy, is 35. I think he retired. Did he now retire? Or is he still playing for the Cowboys? Zach Martin, Notre Dame guy, 35. Noah Fant, a tight end, is 28. Joey Galloway, 54, former Ohio State receiver. Now he's on TV. And Mark Gastineau is 69 today. Remember him?
And the movie was Tommy Boy.
Tommy. Yes, Bo Derek was in Tommy Boy. Thanks for listening. Six Pack and Big Al and Tony's picks tomorrow. Mike Fred Dennison is next. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big Al.